isn't high yield in China looking a bit risky right now as a trade or as an investment, given how toppish the markets are feeling in this momentum that we've seen in all the flood of money that's fueling asset prices in the region?
Well, there's no free lunch. You're 100% right there. For us, we have to recognize that trading high yield means trading also distressed assets. There's going to be an increase in defaults. Defaults have been extremely low over the last 3 years, sub 2% in some years. And it's likely we're going to see double that number. Some forecasts are even more than that. But at the moment, this is also where you're getting return for that risk. In other spaces, you're not getting return, but you're still carrying the same sort of default risk. In Asia, you get in that return. So if you do your homework, you actively manage the portfolio, and you diversify, you can still get a good risk return. And to be honest, in the current environment, I think that's the best you can ask for. There is no free lunch anymore. Most of the juice is being squeezed out from the central banks. So we really got to be selective now.
Right. Selective is one thing, Gareth. I do want to understand, how would you be balancing your risk in this environment? If you think a major chunk of the gains have been made, how do you go about neutralizing your portfolio?
Well, good call. So for us, that would be firstly moving from the higher beta, the more risky, to the less. So from single B to double B. We would also, in high yield, move to shorter duration, so the duration risk is less. And as I alluded to, the safer havens. So if we can move into more strategic property companies that are have more support, so we can move into some of the traditional safe havens like utilities, telecoms, technology. These are spaces that are going to see the long-term support if the recovery is bumpy. And we do expect there to be some bumps on the way. But still with 250 plus basis points additional cushion compared to US high yield, there is an extra sweet spot that we have in the space.